All right. Good morning, everyone. Monday, February 17th. Slow price action today. Morning to everyone. MT, Jimmy Trades, SW8. Morning to everybody. Let's see if we get anything today. I was trading Sunday night, caught a little bit of profit, nothing worth talking about, but I don't know. This price action, we got the initial New York Open move. Not even impressive. What was it, like 40 points? So if you caught that short, you're good. Technically, even if you longed at the open and you held, you're still good. We're still trying to find direction. So good morning to everyone. I'm going to be trading today, I think 10 accounts. Well, I passed my 150K eval on Friday, the one I was trading live last week. So now we got a PA, a 150K added to my other PAs with Apex. I think I'm trading a couple more evals. I'm slowly bringing up my PAs to 10. I have 5 now with Apex. I want to bring it up to 10 and see how payouts go there. But yeah, today is a day to mess around with evals. I may even grab one eval and just see if there's a move that I can full port and just pass it. But I mean, NQ's not giving much other than maybe 5, 10, 20 points at the most on these flushes. So we just had a flush down to the 200 SMA. This channel that was playing on the original bounce off of the New York Open flush. We were, I don't want you guys to think that this is just happens coincidentally. These are algos obviously building a channel liquidity to the upside. Now we came back to that same channel to test the bottom of that, potentially breaking to the downside. Was this just a dead cow bounce and potential further downside? We are due for downside. I mean, if it's a week and a half, bulls relentless, in control, lockout rally after lockout rally. So we'll see. I'm gonna be patient on this. I think the market closes at 12 Central. So what's that? 1 o'clock Eastern. Let me see. Yeah, so we're about an hour 20 minutes, call it, from the session close. But let's see. Like I said, there's not much going on. I figure I'd stream for a little bit and see if we catch a move. So what do we have so far? We have the New York Open during the overnight session. These were some of the ranges that I was watching. We had the flush to the bottom of this range that I identified last night. Also the topping of these channels that were playing out on Friday. So we're kind of back to nowheres. We really haven't moved much. Bulls have been relentless, though. They have not been giving that many pullbacks, if any. So we'll see. We had the initial flush. We got into a channel to the upside, or ascending channel. We've been hovering around this area now. Are we going to flush below? Or is this just the bounce off of the 200 SMA? I don't know. We'll see what we got here. Yeah, the mic in the middle of the screen. I guess I can buy some type of tripod or something and put it elsewhere. For now, it sits there. You'll live. Don't worry, Rogue Trader. Let's see what we got here. So we're hovering around a 200 SMA right now. We're just determining if we're going to flush below, potential bounce. Either way, it's too slow for me to really get into any position. It takes about an hour to find out if you're right, or another hour to find out if you're wrong. So we'll see. Man, dead. No price action. Oh yeah, I'm an old guy, man. I'm an old dude for sure. Don't be fooled. I wish I had started trading years ago. Let's see what we got. I mean, Technically, we're still in this original range from the overnight. If we extend that, we'll see, where that initial pullback came. We bounced, we came back. We're testing the 200 SMA right now. But I mean, this is snail pace. I don't know if I can really get into any trading right now, but we'll see. What would I like to see? Maybe a push all the way up to the pivot point around 270. See how we react there. Maybe take a potential short there. Right now, we're in the middle. I don't fiddle in the middle especially with this price action. If you're new to the stream, my name is JC. I trade NASDAQ NQ Futures every single day. I'm starting to bring this live both on the New York session and Asia session. If you're new and you haven't done so, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I post content. Like I said, I was hoping that we'd get a little more interesting price action to take a trade, but I'm not sure. Sometimes the best trade is not taking a trade, so we'll see what the next hour 15 minutes brings. Not really. The only thing that changes between my strategy with Asia and New York is lot size. Asia moves a lot slower, and if I'm seeing that the price action is slower or quote unquote safe, let's say during the New York, you guys usually see me using one contract, maybe two. Asia, I'll probably start with two contracts, possibly three, just because it's a lot slower. Let's see. Yeah, we're hovering right now around 200 SMA. We got VWAP on the higher time frames, and when I say higher time frames, the 5 and the 15 minute. We're currently above. We came down and tested VWAP at 230 and did not flush below, which is also where you have your 200 SMA. So we got a little area confluence here, and we've known that based on this bounce here, this 230 to 240 level. You can interpret it as a bounce area. You can look at it as resistance area. On this bounce, we were only able to get around 250 and then rejected initially, came back to 200, and we're currently testing. But again, price action is way too slow. We're in the middle. I'm not going to be too patient to stick for the trade for another hour and see if I'm right or wrong. So we'll monitor. We'll see if we get any price action at all today. Might be one of those days that no trade is a good trade. Indeed, SWA. So what am I trading today if I happen to land a trade? You guys saw my 150Ks that I was trading last week, the evals on Apex. I passed one of them, so I'll be trading that one along with some more Apex evals. I got Blue Sky in the mix today, Bulenox, Day Traders, and Topstep. So assuming again that I find a setup. A nice push up to the 260, 270 area would be nice to see how price action reacts up there around that pivot point. But yeah, it's President's Day, so fortunately, not much price action. And it's kind of hit or miss with holidays. You get holidays where the price action is just insanely volatile. Because there's no volume today, snail pace. So we'll hang out for a little bit. If you're new to the channel, like I said, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. I'm starting to trade live now here on the New York session and Asia. Obviously, New York is a little more competitive with all the pros streaming, so I'm starting to trade Asia since the viewers are a little higher around that time, less competition. So if you do want to get notified, make sure to hit that notification bell so that you know when I'm posting content or going live. Yeah. Slow. See if NASDAQ wakes up. As you can see, we're hovering between the 200 and the 20 SMA. Who's going to win? 200 SMA is obviously the stronger of the indicators here. You need a lot more force to push below that, but with NASDAQ doesn't really mean much. We can push up. On the higher time frame, the 200 SMA is around the 250. That's where we saw the initial rejection. So we're playing around with price here. Usually around the Asia Open, so 4 p.m. Arizona. What is that? 6 p.m. Eastern. That's usually when I'll trade. I'll try to trade that first hour of the Asia, and you know, sometimes you're lucky, you catch some nice price action. Most of the times it's dead, and I call it a day. King Caesar's in the house, and he is long. He's reading this as a bounce, continuation of the bounce from the 200 area. Bulls have been in control all week. There's no reason why not to think this is a long. Bulls have been relentless. They've given very few pullbacks. And the game has been look for a pullback and go long. Good morning to everyone. Happy President's Day. Happy slow price action day. But we'll see. We'll see if this gets any better. Otherwise, we'll kind of just watch everything that's happening here. This price action is basically an extension of the original ascending channel that we saw off of the bounce after that New York Open flush. So we'll see. We'll see what happens up here. That 250 range is critical for continuation to the upside or a breakdown to the downside. Today, trading some evals along with one performance account, 150K. It's the account that you guys have been seeing me trade last week, trying to get my 150Ks into funded. So I think it's 4 more. I already have 5 50K PAs, but I'm not liking the 50K PAs lately, so I'm trying to move into 150Ks across everything. On Tradeify and Tick Trader, I have my 150K straight to funded. Those I probably won't touch today at all. This price action, there's just no point to force a trade. Yeah, I'd like to see what happens at that pivot point, 260. What is that? Take a look at this level. 267, 270. See what happens up there before I consider shorting that pivot point, or if we get a pop up with continuation, see a long up there. But we'll see. Not the best price action at all. Wow, this is slow. Painfully slow. Yeah, even if you longed the flush, it took you an hour to get, I mean, it was worth it, about an hour to get 30 points. Probably not my style. I need a little bit more price action momentum, so we'll see. Varts, Mr. Varts in the house. Good morning, good morning. Morning to everyone. Welcome to the stream. Not the best price action, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. It's not always what we want. NQ will do what it wants to do. Is it really that low? MT is talking about the average true range, which tells you in average how much NQ is moving. And he's telling us it's 8. Ouch. How do you trade that? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So not much going on today. Gonna have to be patient on this one, if anything happens. Yep, not much. And if the average true range is really 8, or your ATR, probably going to be a day to hang out, chat for a little bit, and call it a day. No need to force trades with an ATR of 8. Thanks for bringing that up, MT. Well, for anybody new to the stream, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. My name is JC, and I trade NASDAQ NQ futures every single day, and starting to do this live, building my community as well on Discord. So might as well get into salesman mode. If you haven't joined in, I finally got my community Discord going. I'm not posting too much content yet, still building the community, but you can come visit jcdaytrader.com, join my Discord. Hopefully in the next couple of months, I'll start putting more content there. But slowly building the community there. And you guys also have some prop firm discount codes. Some of the prop firms that I trade with. Of course, do your own diligence. Make sure you read all the rules, the payout guidelines on each prop firm before you sign up. Yeah, let's talk about Valentine's Day. Not much going on for me for Valentine's. Took the weekend to relax. I'm probably just gonna hang out here for an hour or so and go back to relaxing. I was hoping there was gonna be more volatility today. I mean, holidays are hit or miss. You have holidays that you get, just the same volatility you're used to during the week, and then you got holidays like this one. However, NQ, to be fair, has been moving very slow. It's been the bull grind for at least a week and a half. I was watching some other streamers. I'm not going to mention names, but I saw streamers get cooked last week. And I'm talking about live accounts, funded accounts, blown accounts with these slow grinds. Because the bulls have been relentless. They've given up very few pullbacks. And what's happening is you see traders, and I got caught in one of those last week live too. I think I got $2,000 in the red per account. You get caught in this slow grind to the upside, right? So you're naturally thinking, I'm going to short it. The problem is when you do short, your timing has to be very good. Otherwise, you just get pushed into that grind. And since you're losing very little, very slowly, then you start adding leverage. And this is what I saw last week. Again, I'm not mentioning names. I watched a streamer trading NQ, trying to short, continuously trying to short. And I'm not saying that to criticize him. Like I said, I almost fell into that same full tilt trap. I want to say it was last week or the week before. I mean, it's on YouTube. It was a $2,000 per day loss. And per account loss, sorry. $2,000 per account loss. I think I lost like 10 grand across 5 accounts that day. So you get caught trying to short it. And this YouTuber last week did the same thing. However, he didn't realize the full tilt he was literally going into. Blew all his Apex account, blew several prop firms, took a major hit on a personal account. I'm talking about 10 G's plus on a personal. But it's this slow grind that kills you. So the learning lesson from this is you got to really adapt to every market condition. You can't just follow your instinct every single time. Well, it's slowly moving up. This is a chance to short. because the bulls don't have strength. Well, technically the bulls don't have strength, but if they're grinding it minute after minute to the upside, you're going to get caught in a very bad shorting position, especially if you keep adding leverage to that. And they've done this now 2 weeks in a row. Last week, the whole week, grind to the upside, grind to the upside. Today, we saw this as well. It's a slow grind. I mean, sure, if you longed and you held it for an hour, you got 20, 30 points, congrats. But that is painful for anybody trying to short this, interpreting it as a dead cat bounce with no bull strength. It just continues. Those grinds have been brutal. Then I watched, and this one I feel comfortable mentioning, then I watched Topstep last week. Again, this is not criticizing anybody. I get caught in that same mentality. I was watching it more on, how do you adjust to these grinds when you're trading? You're trying to short a bull run that is snail pace. Dakota got caught trying to short that as well a couple times last week as well with that slow grind to the upside. And, it's difficult to trade that. It's brutal. Unless, you just kind of go in with a long and you just let it carry out. And that seems to be the best play. Capture whatever minimal pullback you see and just ride that long. And that's how it's been playing out. Josh, the strategist in the house. Welcome. Good morning to everybody. But a lot of this is just realizing what market conditions align with your style, with your personality, because I don't care. Every strategy out there works, right? It's all about timing, and it's about your personality. That's why I've always said you got to find the strategy that works with your personality. If you're more of a very calm, steady, collected, patient trader, does scalping, the 1 minute strategy, I don't care how effective that strategy is it going to be effective for you? Probably not. You like the longer plays, right? You find a bottom or you find a top and you build a position over time. Whereas scalping or price action, momentum driven trading, kind of like what I like, is reliant on price action, right? You got to see the price action to make those decisions in real time. Yeah, same here, buddy, man. Josh, I like my volatility. There's reasons why I like my volatility. Number one, if you capture the right move at the right time, you're done, right? And you saw that last week. I captured, I think 1 or 2 days where it was a one trade day, captured the initial move, $800, $1,000, you're done. But let's say the flip side of volatility, you captured it in the wrong direction, you're into red. With volatility, especially the swing days and some aggressive volatility up or down, so you caught the wrong direction, you're down, right? As long as you don't over leverage and go crazy, you can recover pretty quickly as long as the volatility is there. The problem is with the slow grind days, if you're into red and the market is slow grinding against you, you're simply trying to over leverage the direction going against you and you're going to blow accounts. That's why with volatility, I always do better. And you've seen, I've taken 2 or 3 negative trades. Then I capture a green trade or 2 green trades in a row, recover and get some profits. That's what volatility allows. That doesn't mean you're always going to win. I've had red days, period. But slow grind days like this, I'm watching now a little more carefully. What can I do? What can I do to get in along here on a slow grind day, right? This was the little pullback that we got from the initial bounce. You are only going to capture 10 or 20 points, but that's it. Now, is the best thing just to watch it and stick to my trading style and just say this is not for me? Probably. But, after watching, like I said, other streamers last week and seeing some of the red, significant red, on slow grinds. You're talking about 20, 30 points with accounts blown, $10,000, $15,000 in the red on live accounts on 20, 30 point 2-hour extended moves. That's insanity. That's literally watching somebody go full tilt, just trying to trade every single candle. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. When is this market going to change? Now, let's say you adapt your trading. You're like, all right, it's a slow grind to the upside. I just got to get into a long and ride it for an hour or two. What happens when the market flips again? Maybe it flips again this week or next week, and you're back to range trading. So you got to constantly adjust. And I've made it a point where these slow grind days, I'm done. I'm out. It's just not my style. No reason to force a different style of trading if it's not what I'm comfortable with. But yeah, bulls have been brutal, relentless with their slow grinds to the upside. I mean, last week, even Friday was a lockout rally. Everyone, including myself, I didn't trade much on Friday after the open. I ended up in the green, but I was waiting, along with several traders, for that pullback. Whether it happened throughout the day or the end of day pullback, did not happen. It was a lockout rally all the way to the end, to the Friday close. Minimal pullbacks. Insane price action. So yeah, after watching a lot of the red and, like I said, other YouTubers blow accounts and lose significant money on bull grinds, these little slow rallies that just get you. No point. I'm staying out. Staying out. This is when you're right. This is when you start asking for choppiness is better than this, right? At least you can start playing highs and lows and, play the range. But this is brutal, but it's to be fair, we've had this slow price action since last week, since the week before. We'll see. We'll see how long it lasts. Point is, you got to adapt to all these market conditions. It's not always going to be the pullback play or play the bounce. Sometimes you're going to have to adjust or simply not trade it until it comes back to the price action that you're comfortable trading with. We're back to the bottom of this initial range, going back to the overnight session. We tested that a couple times. It also goes back to Friday's levels that switched between support and resistance. So this 225 range has proven to be significant, at least in the shorter time frame. So let's see what happens at this level. Do we come back and test? This is the 200 SMA right there. We got VWAP here. We got a couple of indicators or moving averages. Like I said, area of confluence right here for a potential bounce or a failure and further downside to this. Let's see. Phoenix AVS, welcome to the stream. Welcome to everyone. Slow price action, so we'll hang out for a little bit. It's probably going to be a chit-chat day with no trades. You guys know me. I like a little more volatility, a little more craziness. These slow grind days of hour trades, not my style. But we've had to endure that for the last week and a half. It's slow grind, blowing accounts. Yep, when there's no volatility, it's tough. It's tough to trade. This is perfect for that long-term, very calm, collective, patient trader. You make a decision on a direction, ride it out for an hour, and hopefully you're right, or hopefully, could be wrong, but it's going to take at least an hour or 2 hours to get at least 30, 40 points, if that. So not my style. This is moving more like the overnight or the after hour session. Wow. All right, so I guess it's going to be a chit chat day. I might as well go get some coffee, probably come back and see if it's moved 2 points. But looks like now we're on a slow grind to the downside. We got rejection at the 250 level. We didn't make it all the way up to the pivot point, which is the reason I'm not too excited about this play to the downside. I'd rather see it come up and test pivot point or either a rejection or a continuation to the upside. We're now below VWAP on multiple time frames up to including the 15-minute. What about the 30-minute? Yeah, we're below VWAP even on the 30-minute now. So decisions. Is this the bounce area or continuation to the downside? Yeah, Josh, you're right. Bulenox, 91% off. If there's any new traders out there or traders still going through blowing account phase and, just looking to practice, potentially not confident about a payout or reaching funded account level, Bulenox at 91% off is insane. That's a great way to get onto a eval for cheap with some good drawdown and practice. Bulenox, I don't think Bulenox has Tradeify. I trade Bulenox on Rhythmic. Copy trade them with everybody else. All right, looks like we're breaking down here. Flushing below the 200, flushing below VWAP. Or is it a fake out and we're going to bounce at this level right here? Whatever it is, it's too slow for me to even try. Again, looks like we're going to probably just hang out and chat today. ATR is at 4 on the 1 minute. That's fun. Yeah, straight black. Actually, an iced Americano with 3 extra shots would be perfect right now. All right, so we're in grind mode. I don't know if this is related to the holiday because it's been in grind mode since last week. Not much action going on. So anybody new to the channel, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so that you get notified if I post content. Oh man, this looks like looking like a bounce here. I think Caesar might have a nice little play shaping up here. Heisty. So the activation fees on Bulenox are actually pretty high. I believe their 50K activation fee is $150, and the activation fee on Bulenox for a 150K, I believe, is around. Hold on, I'll let you know right now. Activation fee on Bulenox for a 50K, 148. Activation fee on Bulenox for a 150K, 498. So Bulenox gets you with the 91%. You do have some high activation fees, but the good thing about Bulenox, after your third payout, right, you are allowed to, you don't have as many restrictions on payouts like other prop firms. You can, let's say you brought your balance to about 20K, as long as you keep the buffer, you can pull out 15K after your third payout on Bulenox. So it's kind of like a cheap eval price and more of a straight to funded pricing to activate, but your payout limitations are a lot less than most prop firms. But yes, it's a higher activation fee. All right, so no bounce there. This is the rejection on this level. So technically we're now breaking the level that was holding throughout the overnight session, holding price above 230. Or could this just be a wick to the downside and then bull mode? Bull grind rally to the upside for 2 hours and move 20 points up. Slow price action today. Currently below VWAP. Are we going to try to position above VWAP again? Just moving too slow. One thing I've learned in the last 2 weeks is I don't do well with this price action. It's been minimal gains. Caught a big red day live, I think 2 weeks ago with you guys. Every other day has been green, but very minimal green. So it's probably weighing out this market and price action until we get back to more volatility. Some of the price action that I do better in. Wow. It's hinting at a bounce, hinting at a flush. That's what slow price action does. That's why I like NQ volatility. NQ, you'll know sometimes within a couple seconds or a minute, you're right or you're wrong, and you adjust. With this, you gotta wait nearly an hour just to find out if you're right. Yeah, King Caesar, you got a chance. I mean, like I said, this level is playing out. Going back to the overnight, going back to Friday's highs, right? We need to hold Friday's highs. That's what we're trying to do right now. This was the lockout rally on Friday, right up to the close. So we'll see. It does need to bounce here pretty quickly. Otherwise, I could see another test of the current session low right here at 193 or the 190. But this is a bounce area, no question about it. This area has flipped from support, from resistance, going back to Friday. And the Sunday open was providing resistance, then became support. We blew through support during the New York session and came back up. Initially provided a little bit of resistance, then became support to that move to the upside. We came back down and tested, and I could see that as being the supporting play for the move to the upside. If I had a little bit more volatility, I'd consider the long here, but it's one thing we've learned in the last 2 weeks is get into a long on any pullback and just ride it for an hour or 2 hours and you're up 100 points. But it's a slow grind up. All right, initial rejection right there. So we got a little area confluence, right? We talk about this. Multiple indicators in the same area, right? You have 20, the 200, and VWAP, right? Providing that resistance at 233. So price action with this area of confluence at 235 level, call it. You got VWAP all the way up to, I think even the 30-minute. Yep, at 235. So area of confluence, multiple indicators or moving averages merging into one area. That could become a resistance area. In this case, we've had initial rejection there, but it's too slow to call it. if I do trade today, I'm copy trading 10 rhythmic accounts, performance accounts from Apex, some evals from Apex, Blue Sky, Bulenox, and daytraders.com. But I'd like price action or NQ to wake up before I even consider an entry. This price action fools you. Yeah, I mean, your loss is going to be very minimal. If anything, if you're longing at this area, right, with an ATR of, what's the ATR at this moment on the 15 minute? Of 10 to 14 points, that's the average true range. In other words, how much NQ is moving. Your losses are very minimal right now, unless you're doing high leverage. But I'm rooting for you, King Caesar. I want to see the bounce here. Let's go. You got a couple of things going for you. It is an area of support and resistance. And it has flipped as support multiple times since Friday. So we just need this area to hold to validate the long here. Only issue here is we're below VWAP right now on multiple time frames. You got the 200 and 20 SMA providing that area of confluence right here, 235. 235 with force for the bulls. That rally continues to the upside. If we do see a failure, in other words, holding this prior support resistance area at 230, we may have a little more further downside. Still not enough for me to get excited to get in either direction. But we'll watch. Looks like today is going to be one of those let's chat days. Problem, like I said, with price action to the upside is that area of confluence at 230, 235. The bulls have done a good job going through areas of confluence with a slow grind, and that's what has fooled a lot of traders, especially last week, trying to short these slow grinds to the upside. Because a lot of us are momentum price driven. We just don't have the patience to stay in a slow grind for an hour and capture 30, 40 points. You can do that on 2-3 minute candles during normal price action. Wow. All right, so what do we got? 40 minutes till the close. Technically, we're in President's Day Power Hour then. But nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. And if you're new to my stream, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. Today, if I do get into a trade, you guys saw me trade the 150Ks evals from Apex last week. I passed, I think it's one of them is set on the copy trader. So if I do see something, I'll be trading some PAs, 150K PAs from Apex. Trying to get to 10 now. I have 5 50Ks and 1 150K. So I'm working on 4 more on the 150K side. What else am I trading today? What else is set up on the copy trader? Blue Sky, Bulenox, and day traders. Oh, take profit trader as well. But not looking good. Not looking good in either direction. Welcome to the Asia session, everybody. ERP Media asked me, do you still have Apex accounts? Yes, I do. I don't affiliate and I don't promote Apex for a lot of reasons, mainly because I've seen traders get denied payouts and a lot of the drama that's going on right now with Apex. However, I have gotten paid. I've continued to get paid. I only have 5 PAs after I blew all my accounts in November. You guys, some of you have been following me for a while, probably saw that video in November last year, 2024, I blew all my 20 PAs with Apex and everybody else. So I've been slowly getting back. I have 5 50K PAs that I got paid as recently as last week. And now I'm working on my 150K PAs with Apex. Again, I've gotten paid, but that doesn't mean everybody has. If you are considering Apex, I'm not sharing affiliate codes or promoting them. You know, just get familiar with all the drama, everything going on with Apex, and see if you get paid and maybe buy more. All right, guys, we're in a 2-point range. You can technically go in on a long with 10 points or a short with 10 points, and you'll probably capture 2 points either direction as long as you close. Yeah, Apex, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say with Apex. It's a mixed bag. I get traders commenting that they have their PAs, they're getting paid, no issues, but I also see the flip side. Once they get to 20 PAs, the payouts start getting denied or in review and all that good stuff. So Naimat, yeah, I did a giveaway I think last week or the week before. I probably will do another giveaway, not this week. I'll be tied up with some other stuff. Hopefully next week I'll do another giveaway. So just stay tuned in. Smash that like, smash that subscribe button so that you get notified when I post content. Slow price action. All right, looks like we are trying to bounce from this area. But like I said, with this price action, can't pull the trigger. King Caesar, I'm rooting for you, man. ERP, no, I'm not trading every day. I try to do 2 or 3 streams a week. Sometimes I'll do New York, sometimes I'll do Asia. Slowly building the trading community on Discord and here on YouTube, and slowly getting into the streaming live as well. Huh. All right, so we just had an amazing 3-point bounce off a support level. Initial resistance there at 200 SMA. You also got VWAP right there. Naimat, I don't know. Stay tuned. We're all going to find out. Caesar, King Caesar's building his position on this little consolidation here. I like it. Trades by Matt going paid membership. Yeah, I don't know. What I do know is I don't charge for my Discord. I don't sell any courses, and pretty much everything I'm doing is free. And I don't plan on having a paid Discords or Signals Discord or anything like that. So I know I get asked, when are you going to start doing Signals? Not my style. Not going to do anything around those lines. Yeah, that's what I thought, MT. I thought Trades by Matt, if you want to replay his live streams, you have to pay for membership access or something. But I'm pretty sure to watch him live, it's free. Yeah, I don't know. This little pump is getting everybody excited, but it needs momentum. All right, we're about 30 minutes from today's close. 35 to be exact. Is that right? Yep. With very minimal. King Caesar just keeps adding. I love it. That's a nice position, man. Your potential to the it's a cheap trade. You're literally at the bottom. So even if it goes against you, your losses are minimal. But your potential for the upside, if it plays out, which it looks like it is, it's a very nice long. These grind days, man, it gets a lot of the momentum traders because all you have to do is get in along and just stick with it for an hour. It's been doing that all week. A lot of traders, including myself, have not been able to do that. $32 micros. Let's go. Like I said, it's a cheap trade. Even if it goes against you, you have very good risk to reward on that trade, on that long. Well, today's price action is brought to you by the Save the Turtle Foundation. I don't think we're going to get much more price action than this today. So in the meantime, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. Wow, NQ. Well, we'll see if I guess we're talking about if we're talking about New York session, would be 1250 algo, if anything happens there. This long is shaping up, King Caesar. I like it. You're going to take another pullback, though. I think you're going to have to take another pullback to test probably 227 or 229, or now you've positioned yourself above the 20 and the 200, and we see the bounce. NQ is trying to position above VWAP as well. Will we see a little rejection or a pullback for then the final bounce to the upside? I could see that playing out. All right, this is that initial pullback from VWAP, which is fine. We need the 20 SMA to continue to provide support for the longs in this case. Yeah, just price action's not for me. I can't get myself to pull the trigger in either direction on this. So it looks like it's going to be one of those no trade days, or at least no trades during the New York session. Go back to bed, relax, maybe come back for 6 p.m. Eastern open. See if we get any action then. Oh, there's your bounce. King Caesar's in the house. Hello. Nice little bounce. But again, we're in that area of confluence where price is just unable to move in either direction. We have moved. This is a 3-point bounce, guys. Getting really excited now. Jimmy Trades, yeah, man. It's 10:30 a.m. here in Arizona. I could take a little nap after this. Enjoy the rest of the holiday. All right, I gotta get something to drink. I'll be right back, guys. All right, looks like we moved what? 2 points? Impressive. Nice negotiation of that out, King Caesar. Although this could be the breaking to the upside now. This could be the break that everybody was waiting for. Point bounce, impressive 10-point bounce over 30 minutes. Wow. Is that all it has? Is that it? All right, so initial rejection here at the 20 SMA on your 5 and 15-minute time frames. Are we going to continue to pump? King Caesar's on fire. He's shorting this now. I ain't touching it. I wanted the pivot point at 270. There's just there's no entry for me anytime soon. Pivot point is at 270. 200 SMA on the higher time frames. We're looking at, 260, 270 levels. And here price action needs to figure out what it wants to do around 230 level. I mean, we can consider a YOLO trade. 10 contracts, 10 minis, short it or long it for 5 points, and you'll probably get it either direction. But technically the bounce is playing out. In other words, the long from the 228 level is playing out. You just got to have the patience. You just got to have the patience to ride it for a good, well, we only got 25 minutes left. But I could see that bounce playing up, potentially testing 250 again by the time the session is closed. So I think that long is valid if you got in around that 230 area, 225 to 230 area. Right now it'd be a chase, but if you're looking for quick 10, 15 points, there's hope. King sees it. He's flipping on the fly. Yeah, that bounce is playing out. It's just a grind, and that's what the Bulls have done now for a week and a half. Definitely all of every single day last week. The slow grind to the upside. And if you're unable to get into a long and hold it for an hour, well, you're not going to capture those 100 points. That's how long it takes, or it's taken for now a week and a half to capture those juicy 60, 80, 100 point moves. They just take longer. Rogue, I'm with you, man. I don't know why I got up. It's probably because I went to bed early last night, got some good hours of sleep. I was in the mood to trade. But honestly, today was one of those days to stay in bed, enjoy the holiday, which is what I'm going to do right after this. Go right back to bed. But in the meantime, for anybody new to the stream, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. My name is JC. I trade NASDAQ NQ Futures every single day. Starting to do this live. I can't promise I'm doing it every day, but I'll try to get at least 2-3 days a week. Slowly building my trading community on Discord. So if you haven't done so, visit www.jcdaytrader.com. You'll get the link to access my Discord. I don't sell courses. I don't sell memberships. I don't sell signals. This is strictly for fun and some entertainment here on my live stream. Yeah, that opening move, that was it for today. If you caught that short, you were done. 30 points. What was it? 40-point move? But even if you reacted to the initial homeless candle and entered around 228, you would have captured 30 points on a FOMO trade on that short. I think very few people would have shorted before the open. So you got the initial homeless candle, and if you held that short, you captured 30 points. That was it. That was pretty much it. The next play took a lot longer, which was the bounce, the long. Let's say you captured around 200, and you held through all that, captured 50 points over 844, over 2 hours. Yeah, no. I'm glad I didn't trade any of that stuff. But that's what we've seen. These slow grinds for the bulls. If you're able to hold for an hour or more, you get rewarded. For momentum trading and price action trading, it's been difficult because we have not seen much price action in either direction, especially on the pullbacks. We have not seen pullbacks for almost a week and a half, or significant pullbacks other than news events. So it'll be interesting. Hopefully tomorrow or the rest of the week we start getting some more or better price action. Otherwise, we're going to have to adapt to these bulls and their grind to the upside. But that was it in terms of plays, I guess, for today. The initial momentum trade, right? This is you can call it a FOMO trade. You saw that initial candle to the downside. You get in around the 225, 230 area. You hold and hopefully see that consolidation zone here, got out on time, and you captured maybe 20, 30 points. And then for the patient trader, you get into that bounce. A bounce played out for about 2 hours, and you would have captured, 50 points. So that looks like it's it for today in terms of the quick momentum, price action driven trade, and then the patient trader trade right there. The rest, I don't know. The rest have been traps, I would say. Now, like I said, this long is technically playing out and valid. If you got in at 225, 230 and you're holding, you might as well. It's a no risk trade at this point. Continue to hold probably through the close. But time is running out to make that a juicy trade. That's the problem. You look at the 5-minute, the grind is in full effect. Look at your 5-minute candles. It's a repeat of this right here. Slow grind. But that's for the patient trader. I wish we had better price action, but I think today is going to be a no trades on the live day. Yeah, that 230 level, Jimmy Trades, has been a support and resistance area that has provided support in the shorter time frames going back to the overnight and Friday session. If you look at the Friday session, that 230 level was the topping of the Friday afternoon session, right? I think we closed somewhere up here. And that initial resistance turned into support. The initial breakout area was that 230 level right here. And we had that overnight play, Sunday, blah, 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 blah. We came back and tested 230, and we broke support with the New York flush, came back, initial resistance, but it's flipped over again to support, came back and tested, and now clearly showing support. So the 230 level is critical. The problem is we're just not having price action. If this was another day and we had the normal price action, 100%, I probably would have longed somewhere around here, 230, because of the support and resistance that level has provided. The long is obviously the cheaper trade, even if you're wrong, 10, 50 point stop, and you're good to go. Problem is, with half an hour to go with this price action, you're looking at a one-to-one trade, even if you had entered at 230, right? Because let's say you did long at 230, right? Your stop, call it 220, 215. Are you really going to capture a better trade of one-to-one? No. Technically, you can. I mean, we got 15 minutes left. We got the 15 minutes to go. You could, but for me, with the price action, it's not anything juicier than a one-to-one trade at this point. All right, so again, struggling to get above VWAP, position above VWAP, Testing at 200, flushing below the 200. Ooh, is this a momentum play, boys? Ooh. Are we going to have to FOMO in on a short now? How many points was that? Nope, 7 points. No, it's not even a homeless candle. 7 points. No. That could be an initial flush for the final push to the upside. As long as that 230 level continues to provide support, this could be the fake out and now the bounce for the end of the day. I wouldn't FOMO in on a short on just a 7-point candle. Careful. Careful. That was a 8-point candle. That's not momentum yet. Well, no, we got teased. No price action. All right, so we came back and tested 230. 230 is providing support. The problem with this is we don't have price action. At most, we're looking at a 1-to-1 trade with 5 or 10 point stop. Is the juice worth the squeeze, right? Is it worth to get into that position if we only got 10 minutes at this point? ATR, or average true range, is only around 10 points, meaning we're only moving 5 or 10 points. It's a no trade for me. Now you can go crazy and cowboy it with high leverage, capture 5 points to the upside or to the downside, and you're technically good. But again, is it worth the squeeze? For me, no. So I think I'm good today. No trades. Looking forward to 1 o'clock Eastern. Going back to bed. That's 11 a.m. here in Arizona. All right, here we go. That was the flush to test the bottom of that range again, that 230 level, the bounce level that we've been talking about. And this could be the final end of day bull run for another maybe 10 or 15 points. That's all we're getting today. The good thing is if you were trying to trade this to the upside or to the downside, as long as you held, you've hit break-even point plenty of times. Well, 10 minutes to go. $12.50 I'll go about to hit in 10 seconds. Bulls want to run this into the end of day. Maybe 10, 15 points from here on a long. But then it's a 10, 15 point stop. Not interested. Struggling. So bulls are trying to come back to these levels, right? The 250, 260 area, which gives you in 10 minutes about 10, 15 points of potential to the upside, assuming they wake up for the end of day run. However, the bears are also trying to push below 230. So you have, in either direction, a one-to-one trade. Not worth it. For 9 minutes left, and here we go. We hit the top of that channel again and now rejected. I mean, if you can call a 3-point rejection a rejection, but let's see. King Caesar, you're not giving up, huh? Yeah, rogue trader, same. I just don't see a trade. There's just no risk to reward right now, especially with 9 minutes left. But even forget the 9 minutes. Let's say it was half an hour, 45 minutes. We're just not moving. At most, you're doing a one-to-one trade. Then you get the risk of a Trump tweet, and you're done. It goes in the wrong direction. Eight minutes to go. And here we go. End of day flush. FOMO in on that flush. Or do the bulls have more strength here? It's just not moving. Yeah, I think I'm going to come back this evening for the 6 p.m. open. See if we get some better price action then. Otherwise, today's a no trade day during New York. There are really only 2 plays, and it was a one-day trade, and that's it. Good or bad. If you caught the short, good. If you lost kind of long that fall, hopefully you called it a day and didn't continue to get yourself further in the red with the slow price action. Topstep won't let King Caesar put in a trade. I think they're trying to protect you, King Caesar. Yeah, no trades today. All right, for anybody new to the stream, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I post content. I trade NASDAQ NQ Futures primarily. I'm starting to do it live here on the New York session. You'll also see me during Asia. If you haven't visited my website, www.jcdaytrader.com, you'll see the links to my community Discord. However, don't get your hopes up. I don't have much going on the community Discord yet, just trying to build a community. I don't charge for the Discord. I don't do signals. I don't sell courses. And if anybody in the Discord tries to impersonate me and tries to sell you courses, Forex, crypto, whatever, please do your due diligence. I will never reach out to you to sell you anything. I don't sell anything on any of my platforms or social media. I do offer discount codes or affiliate codes on prop firms on my website. You can take advantage of some of those. Bulenox right now at 91%. Take Profit Trader 50%. Day Traders 70%. Who else? Tick is at 35 and Tradeify at 30%. You can see those on my website, www.jcdaytrader.com. All right, so we're in that little range, playing between 245 and 230. Indecision, at least in this session. We'll see if Asia gives us resolution of that 230 level. King Caesar. You know what the indicator for emotional control on a slow grind day is? Somebody mentioned that indicator earlier. It's called ATR. It's the average true range. It tells you how much NQ is moving within a specific time frame, right? Because you can set it for the 5, the 15, the 30, whatever. Whatever time frame you want to look at. I mean, if ATR is telling you, and I'm going to look at the 15-minute right now to be fair. Hold on. ATR, it's the average true range. On a 30-minute right now, it's at 20 points. So that means that within a 30-minute candle, the most you're expected to move to the up or down is 20 points. So if you're longing, right, you got to have pretty good entry. If you're shorting, you got to have a good entry. You find the ATR that works with your trading style. Anything below that, don't trade it. It's just not worth trading. Now, for the patient trader who's building a position over an hour or 2 hours, I could see you going over 2 hours for some points, assuming you get the right direction. That's the problem with slow grind days. You're not going to know for an hour or 2 hours if you got the right direction. But for me, if I'm not seeing 50-point ATR or higher, no reason. There's no reason to trade. I like price action. I like momentum, and I do not like to hold. I'll leave that to the swing traders and more of the day trading approach. My style is scalping, price action, momentum, and call it a day quickly. But we have not gotten price action or momentum trading for almost a week and a half now. The bulls have been relentless with their grind to the upside. I've seen a lot of traders on YouTube, especially last week, not mentioning names, but blowing insane amount of accounts, funded accounts, within 20, 40-point moves, but it's a slow grind to the upside. They're shorting it. They're adding leverage on top of leverage on top of leverage, and 40, 50 points smokes them. I even watched Topstep. I did see Dakota last week, and he was also trying to short one of those slow grinds and got some significant red until I think the next day he finally realized, like, why are we trying to short this market? It's slow grinds. You're going to have to find a very minimal pullback. At most, you'll get 20, 30 points and just ride that long for an hour. That's what we got all of last week. Anybody who held those longs for an hour or 2 hours last week, you got paid. And for the price action or momentum trader like I trade, right, we're not getting follow through. If we see a 10, 20 point candle to the upside or to the downside, we're expecting the next one with follow through, and it's not happening. So it's adjusting your trading to that. I ended up the week in green last week, but it was a different style of trading. All right, guys. 1 o'clock. I didn't even notice we had to close. Wow, that's done. All right, so it's 1 o'clock. Thank you for everybody who joined the stream. Unfortunately, we got some snail turtle pace price action, but it's not new. It's not the holiday. That's what NQ has been giving us for the last week and a half. So we'll see if it improves. Otherwise, it's adjusting to this. Trying to understand that bulls are in control and they're doing this in a slow grind. If you hold, you're good. Do me a favor, if you're new to the stream, smash that like, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you get updated when I post content. And I will see you guys hopefully this evening for the Asia. What is that? 6 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Arizona. Maybe I'll do a quick 1 hour stream if we see any momentum during the after hours open. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the support. And hopefully we'll get some price action with NQ.